Hello friends, today again I am before you to discuss the question which I gave yesterday. Now if you remember, the yesterday's question was from uh, theoretical ethics. So now let us see what was the question and what can be the model answer for that. Now the question is, in what ways does emotional intelligence promote responsiveness and citizen-centric governance? This is the question. So now basically what we have to do as questions ask, illustrate. So first thing, we have to link emotional intelligence with responsiveness and citizen-centric governance. And then we have to try to give a few examples also for illustrating it. So basically, this is the crux of the question which we need to answer in about 150 words. Now let us start. Emotional intelligence as conceptualized by Daniel Goleman. So this is an introductory thing we are telling what is emotional intelligence, and then how we are trying to link with responsiveness and citizen-centric governance. That also we'll try to tell in first paragraph itself. So emotional intelligence as conceptualized by Daniel Goleman includes self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation, and social skills. So these are the 5 qualities which Daniel Goleman has listed. Now, in public administration, these faculties help civil servants move beyond procedural compliance to responsive and citizen-centric governance. This is what actually is asked by question. So what we are in question, what we are trying to say is, because of these qualities, that is self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation, and social skills, which constitute emotional intelligence, civil servants moves beyond procedural compliance to responsiveness and citizen-centric governance. So this is what important, uh, basically linking sentence or linking paragraph to all other paragraphs. Now this is important. Now responsiveness requires not just timely action, but emotionally attuned decision making. So this is again, we are trying to say what is responsiveness. EI enables officers to perceive public sentiment, anticipate unspoken concerns, and respond with clarity and compassion. So this is very important. And as the question itself says, illustrate. So now we'll try to give a few examples also. For instance, one IS officer we are telling, she has worked done good work in COVID-19. One community trust during COVID-19 by engaging directly with citizens and addressing their fears empathetically. Now further, now next point we'll try to elaborate. Self-regulation helps civil servants to manage anger, stress, or provocation. Self-regulation is a important component of EI. So what we want to say, self-regulation helps civil servants to manage anger, stress, or provocation, especially during protest or high-pressure environments. There are number of high-pressure jobs are there or tasks has to be performed in throughout the career. So self-regulation, the EI or self-regulations help civil servants to manage their anger, stress, and provocation. Now, social skill is another component of EI, because if you remember, here are 5 components of EI which we have listed: self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation, and social skills. So now we are trying to elaborate that how it basically leads to responsiveness and citizen-centric governance. So accordingly, social skills, another EI component, aid in collaborative decision making, conflict de-escalation, and effective public communication, all of which enhance the state's responsiveness. So all this, I mean, these 2 qualities ensure that a public servant or a civil servant, leads to state's, responsiveness or gives a responsive administration, basically. Now, emotionally intelligent officers are more attuned to needs of marginalized groups. This again is very important. Needs of marginalized groups. Their empathy enables them to engage with citizens respectfully, understand silent suffering, and tailor service delivery accordingly. Now, this emotional sensitivity turns policy implementation into people-centered governance. This is again very important thing, and not just the rule compliance. So it goes beyond rule compliance, basically, and it gives people-centric governance because they understand the emotions of others. They become sensitive to their needs, particularly of vulnerable groups or Uh, uh, I mean, they also understand their suffering, silent suffering. Sometimes those groups are not able to communicate. So all those things make the administration people-centered governance. Now, recognizing this, the second administrative, another document we are quoting, second administrative reforms commission has advocated incorporating EI into civil service training. So this is also again very important recommendation by second administrative reform commission, which is a very, very important document for ethical governance, basically, or ethics in public administration. So they have recommended that this EI should be incorporated in civil service training. Emotionally intelligent governance fosters transparency, enhances institutional legitimacy, and strengthens the citizen and administration relationship. So now this completes the model answer for the yesterday's question. Now today we'll take up one case study which we'll be discussing tomorrow, and we'll try to give the model answer for the case study tomorrow. Now its case study reads like, a senior officer from the telecom regulator joins the telecom giant post-retirement. Public interest litigation is filed. What ethical precedents must be established? So basically, this is a, uh, I mean, important and new kind of case study, because usually officers from such organizations do join or may have some conflict of interest issues. So this case study will try to discuss uh, tomorrow. Again, I will read it once again. You also think what can be the answer for this. A senior official from the telecom regulator joins a telecom giant post-retirement. Public interest litigation is filed. What ethical precedents must be established? Now, uh, one more thing I just want to tell, I have told in earlier videos also, if you want me to take any case study or any theoretical question from ethics, please write in comments box or comment section. I will try to deal with that case study or that question in my subsequent videos. So I request all the candidates, particularly who are going to give exam in this year, 2025 exam, so that I can be of better help to them. So thanks a lot for watching today's video. Tomorrow again we will meet with the discussion on case study. Thank you.